doing? Let's do a quick live tonight. I know I haven't been live for a while, so I figured I'd do a quick one. Quickie, baby. Forget about it. This is called the Midnight Jam. How you doing? It's called the Midnight Jam. Thank you very much. We got a new person here. Wow. Are you a prodigy? I appreciate that. Babble Memes. Thank you very much. I mean, I've been playing the piano since I'm 10. I'm 47. I'm going to be 48 soon. Oh my God, I'm getting old. But I'll show you a little of my finger action here. Jamming on the piano there. How many songs do you know how to play? Bro, I'm going to sub. Thank you very much. You want to hear the Halloween theme? I could do the Halloween theme. I'll do that for Jacob here. Halloween time is coming, right? Halloween. You got it there, Jacob. God bless you, brother. I don't really do covers. I used to have like a Billy Joel tribute band, and I spent all my time, doing like other people's music. Is your profile the man, the myth, the mobster? That's me, baby. The one and only Apefather. I'm trying to do my original music now. That's me, brother. You know, uh, I typically don't really do covers anymore because you get to a point where you want people to learn your music. So I'll do some of my songs too. Since you're talking about the mafia, I'll do one of my mafia songs for you, an original song I wrote here. Thank you very much, Jacob. Thank you. Um, I think I know this by heart now. 2, 3, 4. My family is from Palermo, Sicily. My grandma told me stories about the old country. How we came to Brooklyn, New York, while I'm eating spaghetti with a spoon and fork. Drinking wine, salute, gin tonic. My Uncle Paulie and my Aunt Connie served an Italian feast. Yes, sir. The Apefather's a gangster. Learn how to score every day, making cash. I built up a very respectable stash. I don't ask for anything, I just take what is mine, just like a porterhouse steak. Cooked medium rare with a bottle of wine that's rare. In my life, I don't even have a care. It's not even fair how I live. The Apefather's a gangster, real aqua. My paisan, saxophone solo. The Apefather's a gangster. My family is from Palermo, Sicily. My grandma told me stories about the old country. How we came to Brooklyn, New York, while I'm eating spaghetti with a spoon and fork. Drinking wine, salute, gin tonic. My Uncle Paulie and my Aunt Connie served an Italian feast. Yes, sir. The Apefather's a gangster. Never rat on your friends. Always keep your mouth shut. Be a good earner. Keep your nose clean. If you know what I mean. Always follow the rules. We survive by our rules. The gangster is me, baby. The Apefather, Richie Lavoiani. That's called Apefather's a Gangster. Thank you, Real Aqua. Thank you, Jacob. Yeah, it's called the Apefather's a Gangster. Always keep your nose clean. Never rat on your friends. You understand? Follow the rules. We survive by our rules. Thank you, Mutt. 10 out of 10. You're the best, man. Thank you. Thank you, Smoking Central. So, Apefather is here to entertain all of you with music, But I also am going to show you a little bit of my family history here. This is Apefather. That's me in Palermo, Sicily. As you can see, Apefather is truly a gangster. So you're witnessing it in real life. A lot of people say I look like Tony Soprano, right? James Gandolfini, what do you think? That's the Apefather in Palermo, Sicily. Thank you very much, Jacob. Thank you to Mutt. I come from Brooklyn, New York. This is a jazz song called Brooklyn Funk. I'll do that one real quick. We'll do a little talking afterwards. Let me take that from the top. 2, 3, 4. That one's called Brooklyn Funk. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you very much. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's having a great night. If you're new to the channel, you know, Apefather does a lot with the piano, with music. I also do a lot of food videos. You could watch. I was at a place called Fuji Hibachi Steakhouse tonight. If you ever been to like one of those hibachis, they cook in front of you. They make, I got the filet mignon steak. It's never a mistake to get filet mignon steak. I got the extra rice, the chicken, side order of shrimp. We had the 2 orders of the spicy tuna. You can see all of it on my short videos if you wanted to check it out. I posted a whole bunch of videos on the dinner tonight. I'm eating good every night. The night before that, shout out to Ocean. That's right, Ocean from yeah, Fuji, Ocean and Candy. They're awesome over there. The night before that, we ate real well too. We're always eating good. We're at Mario's Italian restaurant. Forget about it. You know what I mean? So eating is, I was telling my girlfriend, Megan, we were talking on the phone earlier, and I was telling Megan, there's three things I love to do the most. she, she goes, I think I know one of them. She goes, well, I'll tell you the other two. Making love to my girl, eating at restaurants, and entertainment like music. Those are the three. Basically, those are the three things I do. And I always think about my beautiful wife Jennifer, though. I mean, I miss her so much. My beautiful wife, my mom. If you don't know, if you're new to my channel, my family had a really big hurt this year. My wife and mom passed away. It was insane, guys. I'm just trying to stay strong for my children. My wife was dealing with cancer for 10 years. I think about her every second. You guys don't know how much I love and miss my beautiful wife, Jennifer. I show this picture all the time. That's when we were young. There's my beautiful wife, Jennifer. We were young there. Yeah, man, she was so young, Jacob. 46 years old, brother. She was a warrior, man. She fought cancer for 10 years, that girl. She was the strongest woman in the world. The best wife, the best mom. Every second with her was a blessing. You have no idea. I cry every night. I cry every day. People think I'm doing okay. I'm shot, man, but I gotta keep it together. I met the girl Megan. Megan's just keeping me company. She's a wonderful person. She's keeping me company. She's keeping my mind strong. She's keeping my heart strong. I care about her very much. She's a wonderful, wonderful person, Megan. But she knows how much I miss my beautiful wife and my beautiful mom. I'll show you a song, Jacob. If you guys never heard the song I wrote, I'll just give you a quick little I can't handle my tears. It's really, thank you, Jacob. It's really hard, brother. I got hit so hard. My kids got hit so hard. This is a song I wrote for my wife, though. I'll show you. It's called Jennifer. and I knew I love Jennifer. You're the one I want to spend my life. Start a family with you as my wife. There is nothing that we can't get through. I'm so lucky that I found you forever. It's you and me. It's a song I wrote for my wife, Jennifer. Yeah, it's tough every night, you know. It's very tough. Jennifer is your wife's name? Yes. My wife was Jennifer, yes. My mother's Josephine. It's hard, man. You know, every night, going to sleep at night, and my wife is not here, and my mom is not here. You know, they lived together with me for 20 years. You know, my whole life was just my wife and my mom. I was married for 20 years, and of course, I know my mom my whole life, but she lived with us for 20 years. It's so heartbreaking, man. It's hard. It's really hard. But like I said, I have two kids. You know, my son is 14, Michael. My daughter, Sophia, is 11. She can be 12 in January. Michael's he's going to be 15 coming up soon, October. They're growing up. They need me. You know, they need me. I got to be strong for them. So I keep it together. I keep it together. That's what a strong father has to do. You know, I think about Charlie Kirk. You know, I don't know. Everybody has different opinions. I think the guy was a great man, a wonderful patriot, a wonderful father. It breaks my heart that he was so young, you know, murdered like that, terrible. And I see his wife and, you know, Vice President Vance's wife was holding her up. It's so sad. I know how she feels. I know when you lose your soulmate, when you lose like everything, you guys don't know. You guys don't know how devastating. It's devastating. And that's why I've been really, you know, I've been writing a lot of songs about Charlie Kirk lately, and been making a lot of videos about that. And I plan to continue to do that because we need to end political violence. It has to come to an end. Listen, you know, you have the right to disagree with people, but you don't have the right, if you disagree with somebody, to assassinate them. You know, I mean, it's crazy what's going on. It is crazy world, in this crazy country. It's like, it's crazy. We're the greatest country in the world, America. Unfortunately, there's just so much division. Like, we need to be united. We need to all come together, you know, and this political violence has to end. What's new, Real Aqua? Tell me. Yeah, I saw that. Allegedly, the guy Taylor Robinson, you know, it's alleged, right? That he's the one. He's, you know, they feel he's the one, but we have to use the word alleged until he's convicted, right? Alleged. But yes, they're seeking the death penalty. Yes. When your spouse passes away, and I hate to use the word, I don't like to use the word die. I like to say pass away, because see, the spirit lives on. People don't understand this. I don't know what your beliefs are, but I have proof of this. That I can't tell you how many times I get signs from my wife that she's here in the house. You have no idea. My children get signs. I'm not kidding you. I don't want you guys to think I'm a psycho. Like, lights start flickering. You know, we get dimes. You know, that, like, sometimes I'm sleeping and there's just no reason for a dime to be on my bed, guys. And there's a dime on my bed, or my ears start ringing. You know, and sometimes I think I'm going crazy. My ears just out of nowhere just start ringing, and like, you know, I go outside, you know, I'll take a walk or something, and then I notice that my ears stop ringing when I go outside. But when I come back into the house, my ears start ringing again, specifically when I come upstairs where I am right now. This is my bedroom area. It's very tough, Jacob, yes. But I like to say passed away. I don't like using the word died. I don't like that stuff, because the spirit lives on. The spirit lives on. I call them, they're my guardian angels. They're the children guardian angels now. My wife, Jennifer, and my mom, Josephine. Um, So yes, it's terrible what that kid did. Again, we'll say it's alleged, but until he's actually convicted. But to throw away your whole life, I don't know. I don't get it. I really don't understand the thinking of certain people in this world. I don't get it. He was also dating a trans. Big surprise, right? Look, you want to talk about this? Okay, let's talk about things, okay? Because I'm going to actually make this a very big part of my channel, Real Aqua. Continuing Charlie Kirk's voice, continuing his message of American traditional values. I happen to be very open to a lot of things. Now, I'm going to tell you, if a person wants to chop off their swords each, a man, listen, it's got nothing to do with me, right? It's got nothing to do with you. If so, look, can we put, oh, here he is, the bull breaker. More money investing. I'll get to you in a second. But if somebody wants to chop off their swords each, really think about it. What does it have to do with us? Nothing, right? If this dude wants to dress up like a girl, he wants to put on a wig, he wants to put on lipstick, so be it. I don't give a shit. But the thing is, don't affect my life, don't affect my children's life. So that's the thing. This is not a woman. This is a man. Let's call him Bob. Bob becomes Barbara, okay? You can't be going into girls' bathrooms. You can't be going into girls' locker rooms. You can't. I hear all these people saying that, like, you hear a lot of times trans people, they'll be like, oh, we have no interest, like, if we go into, like, a girl's locker room. Listen to me, I'm sorry, you're a man, and you still got that man inside of you. I don't care. You can't take the man out of you. Look, can we all be honest with each other? Like, I know you're going to think I'm a degenerate, right? If we're in a woman's bathroom, can we all just be honest? I know a lot of people are going to feel like a little shy about this. We see naked women, or a girl's locker room, let's just say. A man's not going to look at a naked woman. Is that what you're all trying to make me understand? We're not going to look? Of course we're going to look. Of course, right? So that's why a man cannot be in a woman's locker room or in a woman's bathroom. That's it. That's the bottom line. So the solution to the problem is create a third bathroom. We'll call it the trans bathroom. That's all. And then they could go into that bathroom. That's all. Listen, and that's how like Charlie Kirk felt about the whole situation. He's not saying like he's not saying anything about to these people that look, if it makes you happy, like look, if you're born a man and you want to be a woman, what Charlie Kirk used to say is you're not really a woman. That's the thing, is like they have to try to understand that. You're not a woman, you're a man. That's the bottom line. You know what I mean? He put it so eloquently. He's like, what is a woman? Basically, a woman is has the capabilities of giving birth to a baby. You understand? A man can't. And she has all of her organs, her female organs. That's to me, if I had to define what I think of a woman, the first thing I think of is that a woman has the ability to give birth to a baby. That's the key. That's the big thing. You know what I mean? That's really the purpose of a woman, in my opinion, is to one day be a mother, and to have children. If some women, unfortunately, I mean, I know what you're gonna say. What happens if a woman can't have babies? I don't want to get too technical. If you're born a woman, you're a woman. Okay, let's just leave it at that. Okay. I'm for Trump. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, Jacob. So we got some liberals here, I think. Who's this Gia? What's your problem, Gia? What's your problem? What's gross? Look at him. Who, meaning me? This is probably a hater. Let's see this person here. I don't know. Who knows? More money investing. Look, I know you want to break balls, but you obviously know that I am 100% a Republican. You know this, and you know 100% I support Trump. And, you could keep saying whatever you want, with this psychopathic shit that you're saying. But you know, and I know, I am a 100%, okay, patriot. I'm 100% for Trump. My heart goes out to Charlie Kirk and his family. You want to keep saying whatever it is you want to say, you could say. Listen, you could laugh, you could say whatever you want, but the truth is the truth, okay? So, that's the bottom line, okay? You have a problem with me for no reason, more money investing. This is just something, unfortunately, you created in your own mind. You know, I did nothing to you. You just unfortunately turned on me for no reason. Okay. I tried to be a gentleman to you. I called you up. I actually tried. I tried to talk to you. I mean, this guy was breaking my balls ever since my wife and mother passed away. Like, who does that? Think about it. I mean, I'm not trying to be a jerk off, but more money investing. You were breaking my balls from the second my wife passed away. Instead of like giving your like condolences, instead of you saying, Richie, I feel my heart breaks for you, my heart breaks for your children, you were like breaking my balls, bro. You were breaking my balls. I actually had watermelon before. I think about having some more. It's true, more money investing. And then I treated you like a friend, and I give you my phone number so that we could talk occasionally. And what do? You give my phone number to haters. You give my phone number to WTF 198. But listen to this, Jacob. This guy, Mo Money Investing, knows that my wife passes away, right? Listen to this. He knows my mother passed away. I thought he wanted to be my friend. Like, I really thought that, because this is a guy who followed me for a long time with the whole AMC movement. I give him my phone number. You know what he does with my phone number? He gives it to one of my haters, to my main hater, WTF 198. And now this guy is going around, he's angry at me, everybody. Can we all be clear? Mo Money Investing is angry at me. For what reason? Who knows? Nobody knows why this guy's mad at me. I have no idea. But that's the facts of Mo Money Investing. What's not true exactly? That you didn't give away my number? There's proof of it. I have a hater, listen to me, who took a picture of Mo Money Investing on the Discord that you were on. He took a picture and you gave my phone number away. There is evidence of this, brother. I shared my phone number because at the time I was very down, Jacob, when my wife and my mom passed away. I was desperately looking for friends. And a lot of people took advantage of me. There was this one girl, Sarah, that everybody knows about. See, what people don't understand is this. I was at a very vulnerable state. And this girl was talking to me every single day on the phone. Nobody understands this. For about 2 months, she was talking to me every day, 4 hours a day, 5 hours a day, several hours a day. And I winded up becoming very close to that girl until slowly but surely she started asking for money. And she wanted out of a very bad life that she was in. That's what she made me understand. That's what she said. It's kind of like that movie Pretty Woman, with Richard Gere and Julia Roberts. Sometimes you think that you could change a girl. This was a girl, who just did things. I don't want to get into it, but let's just say not the greatest things. All right, let's just leave it at that. And I thought maybe I could change her. I thought I could make her get very close to the family, and we can make her into a wonderful, wonderful person. But you can't change people. You know what I mean? Mo Money is on like a warpath, man. What's up there, Jeremy? Mo Money is he's just on a warpath with me. And I want to be honest with all of you. It's for absolutely no reason. I've done nothing to this guy. Zero. He just decided for whatever his reason is to turn on me. So it's okay. It's fine. It happens. Not everybody can love the Apefather. But then I met Megan. You're funny, Fat Tony. Then I met Megan. Now Megan's a wonderful girl. She's still with me right now. She's still in my life. She's wonderful for the children. She's been wonderful to me, and she's a great person to have in my life. She just keeps me strong. She keeps my mind, distracted from all the pain and the hurt that I'm going through with my wife and my mom that passed away. And she's a wonderful person. She's a wonderful person to have in my life, Megan. I wrote like 2 songs. I'll show you really quick. This is because I was very vulnerable. So when I met Sarah, I actually wrote her a beautiful song at first. When Sarah was talking to me every single day, I called it My Sarah. It was a beautiful song. But after she kind of showed the true colors of basically wanting money from me, I called it My Love Con. My Love Con. She promised she was going to come to the Jersey Shore. This girl was telling me. She's like, I want to live with you. I want to move in with you. I want to become best friends with the kids. I just need money. So it went from this beautiful song called My Sarah. Mo Money was a guy that used to be a good friend of mine back in the AMC days, and he's turned on me for no reason. I have no idea why the guy turned on me. Thank you, Jeremy. But I'll show you. This was like, so when Sarah came into my life, when my wife and my mom first passed away, I wrote her this beautiful song. It was a beautiful song. Let me take that again. I face the darkest time of my life. Pain that I felt cuts deep like a knife. So I wait for you to speak to me. You always get me through every day and every night. Now I finally see the light. My Sarah, counting the days and the nights till we meet. My Sarah, I don't feel alone no more. You opened the door to a new life together as a team. It feels just like a dream. My Sarah. So it was like a love song at first, But then after she revealed herself, that it seems that she was only about money and was taking advantage of me when I was at my most vulnerable state, I changed it to My Love Con. I changed it to My Love Con. So instead of My Sarah, now it's called My Love Con. But anyway, hey, what's up, Twisted? How you doing? Love Con music. Thank you, Jacob. Yeah, it started off as a beautiful love song until I kind of found out what her true colors were, and then we changed it from My Sarah to My Love Con. And then I met, Megan. So the second part of the song was how Megan came into my life to really be there for me and to really help me. And that was a song I wrote called I Can't Wait for My Life to Start With You. I'll show you that one really quick. The time we met, I will never forget how you made me see the light. I was lost, lines were crossed from the wrong woman in my life. You came to me, an angel to rescue me. looks so right. You were brought to me for a reason. I know that in my heart we'll be together very soon. And I can't wait for my life to start with you. So that was a song I wrote after the My Love Con song when Megan came into my life. It's called I Can't Wait for My Life to Start With You. Thank you, Twisted. Things are going good with Megan, by the way, everybody. So, these are all original songs, by the way. Thank you very much, Twisted. These are all original songs that I write. You know, I write all stuff. You know, I write like classical music, I write jazz music, I write funk music, I write rock and roll music. What do you mean? What do I look for in a woman? You mean? But I write all different styles of music. But you know, getting back, I do want to make my channel a very big part of my channel, continuing the voice of Charlie Kirk. You know, continuing the message. You know, we look. People could do whatever they want to do. Thank you very much, Twisted. Yeah, reggae time. I'll do it for you soon, Real Aqua. He likes my reggae stuff. I'll do the Baby Look What Your Love Could Do. People could do whatever they want in this world, okay? People could do whatever they want, seriously, but just don't affect other people. See, you don't understand about people. People want you to, like, they want everyone to agree with their choices. They want to teach things in schools. They want children to accept things. It's not, listen to me, you want to do things, you do it. But you shouldn't want the whole world to accept, like, you shouldn't force it upon people, right? That's the only thing I don't like about, like, these, like, you know, these people. It's like, why do you have to, like, force things upon people? Just be happy, you know? You want to be happy, be happy. But don't force, like, I don't force, like, here's an example. You may disagree, like, if I go out and I have 3 porterhouse steaks, right? You might say, Richie, that's very unhealthy for you, right? You might say, Rich, you should not eat 3 porterhouse steaks. But the thing is, I'm not really doing it to please you. I'm doing it for myself. You know, I enjoy steak. I love steak. And you know, I understand the consequences. I get it. But that's my decision. But the thing is, I'm not expecting you to agree with me. You follow me? And that's what the problem is with society. Is like everyone wants you to agree with them. Everybody wants to be right. You know, you understand? Anyway. Let's get back to the music. Thank you, Twisted. I really appreciate your compliments. I appreciate your friendship. You're a wonderful person. So we're going to do, I'm an Italian guy, but I write reggae music, baby. I love reggae music. One of the songs I'm going to do for you right now is called Baby, Look What Your Love Could Do. We'll do this one for Real Aqua. This is a song that I wrote listening to the great song by U2, With or Without You. With or without you, with or without you, I can't live with or without you. See the storm set in your eyes. See the storm set in your eyes. I don't know the words. I'll wait for you. What's up there, Mark? I'm still getting over my sore throat. I was telling Twisted about that. You can still hear it. The last couple of days, I can't beat this sore throat, but we'll still do it anyway. As Queen says, the show must go on, Freddie Mercury. So we're going to do, this is an original reggae song I wrote called Baby, Look What Your Love Could Do, man. Just got to load up the words here, the lyrics. Give me 1 second. Like the song by U2, With or Without You. You can't live with women, you can't live without them. You need them in your life. You need women, but they drive you a little, as we say in Italian, bazza. That's the point of this song. They could drive you a little crazy once in a while, but you need them in your life. You love them. You can't live without the women, baby. But they could also make you a little nuts, right? Can't wait to get over this sore throat, man. Ugh. I think it's the change of weather because I just came home from Florida and it was so hot in Florida. And it's like you come home to like the cold weather. It's kind of chilly here in the Jersey Shore now. It's starting to get into the 60s, you know. But thank you, Twisted. I was so used to the Florida weather, you know. So this is called Baby, Look What Your Love Can Do, Man. You and me have been together so long, opposites attract. We have our good days and we have our bad days. Nothing will subtract the way I feel for you, even though we've been through a lot of ups and downs. I know it's not easy to always try and please me. I'm glad you're still around. Baby, look what your love can do. Get twisted to sing on this. Got me going crazy with the things you do. Baby, look what your love can do, yeah. Got me going crazy. You take me shopping, I walk around for hours watching you pick things out. Then you ask me what dress I like the best. That's when I start to flip out. Who really cares what you wear? Just buy the both of them. Very simple. You tell me I need to show more attention to you. You're driving me crazy. What am I going to do? Baby, look what your love can do. Got me going crazy with the things you do. Baby, look what your love can do, yeah. Got me going crazy. Little steel drum solo, man. Baby, look what your love can do. Got me going crazy with the things you do. Baby, look what your love can do, yeah. Got me going crazy. It's a little reggae music, man. Thank you, Twisted. Thank you, Real Aqua. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, women could drive you nuts once in a while. It happens. You know, it even happens with Megan. You know, Megan, we had some tough times. We had a couple of tough days, you know, but then we make up. you know. But isn't it so great when you make up? I love it when you make up. You could have a lot of fun making up, which brings me to my next song, Lover's Game. And then we'll talk a little bit. Once in a while, when the mood is right, it's time to get down, baby. Get down on it. Right? It's time for the girl to say, thank you so much, Spare. It's time for the girl to say, honey, I'm so sorry I drove you crazy. And it's time for me to show you I knew I was a bad girl. But now I'm going to be a real bad girl, So anyway, that's what this song is about, this next one, Lover's Game. Really funky blues song, You always know how I feel inside, even if I don't say a word. Your sarcastic smile, laughing eyes, acting so absurd. When I'm mad, I try to hide it all from you, but I can't. You always see right through. This is how we play our lover's game. We play our lover's game. You always know just what to say to make all my troubles go away, or how to talk you into feeling bad when I was wrong in a way. You give me love when I'm in the mood for it. You drive me crazy and you never quit. This is how we play our lover's game. We play our lover's game. When I'm mad, I try to hide it all from you, but I can't. You always see right through. This is how we play our lover's game. Little funky blues, right? Play one of the new Charlie Kirk songs. Okay. Yeah, they're called Charlie Kirk, Your Voice Will Live On Forever. A lot of this stuff I actually do right on the spot, Real Aqua. I'll see if I can remember one of them. It just comes to me naturally. It's like my heart is telling me what to play, That's one for Charlie Kirk. Thank you, Real Aqua. Prayers for Charlie Kirk and his family. God bless him. God bless his family. God bless the United States of America. It's a series called Charlie Kirk, Your Voice Will Live On Forever. And I write these short piano pieces. You can check them out in my shorts. I think I wrote 3 of them already. Prayers for Charlie Kirk and his family. I always start off with like strings, Real Aqua when I do it. Like you hear it starts off with the strings, yeah. So that's what I've been doing. I start off with the strings and then I go into a nice melodic, piano piece. Thank you very much for listening. I'm just pouring out my heart because I'm so heartbroken over what happened to Charlie, Kirk. I look at his wife. You guys don't know. I cry. I cry, man. I understand. I understand what she's feeling. You know, Vice President Vance's wife had to hold her up. She was gonna collapse. The heartbreak that she's going through, you have no idea. The heartbreak, the pain. I know how it feels. It makes me think about my beautiful wife, Jennifer. You guys don't know how hard it is to lose the love of your life, to lose everything. This was her husband. This was her everything. This was her whole world. Like Jennifer was my whole world. The mother of our children, my spouse, my wife, my best friend. That's another reason it's touching me so much, is because they were so young and they had 2 kids just like I have 2 kids. I have a lot in common with Charlie Kirk and his family. I have 2 children. They have 2 children. Charlie, Kirk, well, in his case, he was murdered, but he passed away. My wife passed away. I have a connection, there's a connection there. Loss is very heartbreaking. Thank you, Real Aqua. I don't know if I want to write lyrics. Sometimes Real Aqua, the music tells enough of a story. Really, I really believe that. Sometimes, yes, but it's his situation is so sad, and it's so horrible. It's so tragic what happened to that great patriot. It's like I don't know if you could really put words to it. I know there are people online doing it, but I don't know. I sometimes think that music by itself is enough to tell the story. I think I'm leaning more towards instrumental pieces for Charlie, Kirk, at least for me. I don't know. I might maybe I never say no to anything. There might come a day where I decide I might want to write lyrics. We'll see. But for now, it's instrumental. Yeah, just check them out. They're all in the short videos. It's called Charlie Kirk, Your Voice Will Live On Forever. I believe it's our responsibility to keep the message that he was so determined. He was so determined.